Watch him throw in this game.
Leading off for the Royals.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He is, of course, a guy to be wary of if he gets on base. His stolen base total leads the ball club.
Come out here.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, nobody likes to lose game 1 of the road trip, but you go on the road thinking, hey, if we can play 500 for the full road trip, we're in good standing. So right now, you're in game 2 of the road trip, and you know what? If you win today, you're what? 500. So you're actually on goal. That's why this game is a big one for you and to be on point.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And this is going to be a foul ball. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Dyson. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. A chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you have to keep an eye on Brandon Moss. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
The shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball swung on and hit foul off to the right for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Infield single, as innocent as it may sound, that might be a rally starter right there.
The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in, currently with the third best home run total on the ball club.
Eric Hosmer.
Hard on the ground towards short. Iglesias on the slide. Hey now.
He's out.
Striding into the box, Brandon Moss. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, if that's any sign of the type of game he's going to have, he's throwing the ball well. Right there, that's a good fastball. It's late swing, and we're in the first inning. That's a good sign. All things are looking good for him right now.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. And this is fouled back and out of play. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, two away.
Ready with the 1-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. It's quite. Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. He brings an average in the 260s into this one.
Mike Moustakas.
Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Well, as you know, Matt, most people in the game call him Pat. In the past, I've seen a couple pitchers wonder where they miss, but he usually rewards them for making good pitches.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Let's take a look at the Tigers' defense. Brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
Hey, push first, push first.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. And he got him.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Batting 7th, catcher Dane.
Stepping in now,
Denson.
Dane Denson, as it's grounded sharply to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Aerial view of downtown Kansas City there. Stepping up to the plate, Austin Jackson, currently 3rd on the team in stolen bases, so we'll see if he gets an opportunity to do any running in this one. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. And this is chopped fouled at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Batting 9th, second baseman.
And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Hey, we got one out right here.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He's just looking overmatched right here. A late swing followed by another late swing. Just dominating him right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with the hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He'll try it again, 3-2. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. KC down in order. It remains 1-0. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Alcides Escobar.
On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You can't help but feel good about yourself when you make a hitter look like that. That swing was heinous.
And that swung on and fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
The first baseman.
In now,
35.
Eric Hosmer.
Eric
He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Eric Hosmer goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half.
Now
Ready
batting,
for another chance?
the
Brandon
designated
Moss. He's 0 for
Brandon
1 thus
Moss.
far. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look
Leading
to
off
break
for the
through on the
Royals.
scoreboard for the first
Third
time in this one.
baseman.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Little chopper back his way. And a rather easy first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Soler
right fielder,
comes
number
into this
12.
at-bat 0 for 1 in the
Jorge
ball game.
Soler.
Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. There to take it is Cabrera, and that's the second out of the inning. Settling in now, Dane Denson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Dane Denson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
All right, come on now.
0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
2 out, nobody on. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. They still into the box now. Austin Jackson. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Raul Mondesi will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, we got one. Hey, come on, guys.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Striding in once again, Lorenzo Cain. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. KC down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
I've been so impressed how he's got ahead of hitters. He's been over 80% in the game right now. First pitch strike to hitters. When you do that, you're going to have good success.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Plays it first.
The 1-1 on its way to Escobar. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Popped up.
Hey, straight up, straight up.
Cabrera is over.
Mine.
And that's the first out of the inning. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th. And with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Eric Hosmer.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Watch up right here.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Kemp. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Add another 0 as it's up to 7. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead, right here.
over the outside part of the plate.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
This is fouled back and out of play into the VIP seats behind home plate.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season.
The right fielder,
In is Jorge
number 12.
Soler. He's 0 for
Jorge
2 thus far in this one. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
2 down, 2 down. Now batting, catcher, Dane
Into the box,
Denson.
Dane Denson. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss and a ball down.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Ready for another shot now. Austin Jackson. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Fielder, number 26.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just a tick behind for a strike.
1-1.
Fly ball out toward left center field.
Chasing after it is Dyson.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again. Raul Mondesi. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Mondesi.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
Yourself right here. Let's go.
Pitch on the way. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Hey, come on, guys.
The pitch. On the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Well, you can tell he's got ice water in his veins. No pressure. He gets up there in the 9th with this streak going and delivers.
Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Tony Watson takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save.
Well, listen, you always want to finish strong, and they've done a real good job here, notching a win on the first day of September. They're hoping that's a sign of good things to come in this final month of the season.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Tigers earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Number 15 earns his 12th victory in the ball game as he pitched into the 9th, allowing only 2 hits. Dallas Keuchel.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
Detroit Rock City and Comerica Park on a Thursday night edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Kansas City Royals. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His numbers right there on the right side of your screen. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
City, shortstop, number 2.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Herald these Tigers as they begin play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Well, this is one of those games you get excited for. You're playing well, you're back home, it's game 1 of a homestand, and you just want to get that momentum of playing so well and continue it right here at home.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
in is Jorge Soler. And there you see
In
his
the
righty-lefty
second spot
splits and how they've played
right
out
fielder,
so
number
far
12.
this season.
Jorge Soler.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matty, some people say Gary is more of a pitcher's umpire because he features a wider strike zone than some. But I think he's at least pretty consistent about it.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two.
One away.
Now here's the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Eric Hosmer is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Two and 0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Smoked on the ground left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Well, a couple things with that base hit right there by the 3-hitter. One, he thought he was going to get out of this inning pretty easy, and now you put him in a stretch. The middle of this lineup is no joke. He can find himself in danger real quick.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
From the belt, the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
He came out the gate smoking today. First inning, you're going to learn a lot about him. Right there, he gets that fastball, a little hop on the end, get a little swing and miss. Yeah, he's feeling good today.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back easily. 2 out with the man at first. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Curveball that time, not even close.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose. Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with. Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Royals leave 1. Nothing for Kansas City in the first. The Tigers due up. You're watching MLB Network. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now.
Leading
He
off
brings
for
an
Kansas
average
City,
in the
third
260s into
baseman,
this one.
Mike Moustakas.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Moustakas waits on the 1-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, nobody on.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And another foul ball. And this is fouled at the plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Tigers. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Cabrera will make the catch to retire the side. So nothing happening this time. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game.
Alex Gordon.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Matt, it looks like he was sitting there getting ready to jump on the first pitch fastball, and they pulled the string on him and threw him a changeup and just got him out front. Now I don't know what he's thinking up there at the plate or what he might be looking for. He could be pretty confused right now.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. So with 1 gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Upton's under it. 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Alcides Escobar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0.
Sit down now. Sit down.
Swing and a little tapper. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Well, there's an infield single with 2 outs. You know, never too late to get a rally started. I love the hustle right there to get things going.
Jorge Soler is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
3-1 now as that misses down and in. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Chopper fouled off to the right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian here as Eric Hosmer gets ready to start things out. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Brandon Moss is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mike Moustakas. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Hot shot to third. There is La Stella. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Royals go down. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Comes
Leading off
into
for
this
Kansas
at-bat
City,
0 for 1 in the
catcher,
ball game.
Salvador Perez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats.
Hey, plays the one. Here we go.
Set to deliver the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside.
No outs yet. No outs.
Perez waiting on the 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Fouled back. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Striding in once again, Yoenis Heller. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yoenis Heller.
Hey, what away?
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Plays that first here.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 2 quick strikes and now the 0-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Kemp coming on. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready for another chance?
Now
Alex
batting,
Gordon.
left
He's
fielder,
0 for 1 thus
Alex
far.
Gordon.
Hit back up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. KC down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Digging in to try it again, Austin Jackson. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. He'll try again. 1-2. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
The batter, number
Into
2.
the box now, Alcides Escobar.
Alcides
As he will take strike
Escobar.
1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Alcides Escobar goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Now batting.
Stepping in now,
fielder.
Jorge Soler. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Now we got an 0-2 count, Matt, and I tell you what, so impressive. He is executing his game plan, going right on the outside half and exploiting those weaknesses.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. The next 0-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3. The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Up next for the Royals, the designated hitter, Brandon Moss.
Here we go, boys.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Brandon Moss is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Here comes the pitch to Moss, and he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Now a big swing by Moustakas, but he won't be able to keep this one in play. It's into the seats, foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
13.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is pretty well hit by Perez, but he got out in front a bit too much. It's a foul ball.
That's a good pitch right there, believe it or not. You got the changeup and you got him out in front. Yeah, he had a foul ball home run, but that's what it is, a foul ball.
Again, he sends it out of play. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a little blooper to center. Lowry ranging into the outfield. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Joe Blanton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 55, Joe Blanton.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Royals claim the victory despite being held to only 3 hits. Danny Duffy records the victory, his 13th of the year. Number 15 takes the
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up. With the season coming down to it, this team has a healthy divisional lead. The manager would like to keep it that way.
Tuesday night baseball now from Comerica Park in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Striding into the box, George Castro comes in currently tied for third in home runs on the team. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Upton's after it. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. HR, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, this is the new model of teams that we see. Strikeout doesn't matter. They're in the top third in the league in strikeouts, so we're going to see a lot of swings and misses today. But if they catch one, look out.
Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Well, Matt, the other thing, I mean, they're 3-2 on the homestand, so they haven't been real consistent. You'd like to see 4-1 or even 5-0 at this point, the way they've played baseball. That's why this game today puts it 4-2, and now you feel a little bit better, like you're playing pretty good, consistent ball.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So digging in now, Eddie Rosario, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Pitch on the way. Low for ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
That's wide, 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Oh, and a horrible swing there as the count moves to 2-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Top of the first just underway here in Motown. Popped high in the air. Cabrera is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Twins are set down. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Don't speed up his bat here, Matt. 2 fastballs, he blew right by him. I would have to come right back with another fastball. Let's see what he does.
So he sets him down swinging. Wilson Contreras goes down to become the first out here in the second inning.
Let's take a look at the Tigers' defense. Brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age with analytics and the shift applied all over the field, this team is old school. They may be a dinosaur. They don't shift as much as everybody else. They play that stationed, standard baseball.
Shortstop.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
Kemp is underneath this one. 2 gone. Stepping in, Marshall Negri. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball two. 2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
A rare 3-0 curveball drops in. 3-1.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
And Cabrera will make the catch to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping in, Matt Kemp. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First offering on its way. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, it's always nice to win the first game on the road, and then you get ready for game 2. It just makes you feel like, hey, this could be a pretty productive road trip. If you win 2 games in a row, then you're really knowing we got a chance to have a great trip.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now, and Kemp fails to connect there as this is cut on and missed for the first out of the inning.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Twins. They are in the top 5 in the most errors committed by a team. So it's not just one player that's kicking the ball, but it's been routinely as a team. And when you're giving up that many errors and make that many mistakes, you're not going to win many ball games.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Hey, get your pitch. Stay high up there. Hey, come on, big dog. Stay hot.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance.
Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Joe Mauer settles in to start the inning. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Well, that's such a great pitch for the pitcher. It's so hard to lay off a changeup when you're looking for the fastball on the first pitch, and clearly he was looking fastball.
Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2.
Hey, let's go right here.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Eduardo Escobar standing in. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. And this is fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss. Third inning, no score to this point. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Ray Nieto. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he pops him up back behind second base. And Dozier will put this one away to retire the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Castro. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup over the inside corner.
Well, these are the kind of matchups you don't see very often. Both guys have a great shot at being Rookie of the Year. Maybe this battle tells us who wins it.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th. Here's Drew Stubbs now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Drew Stubbs.
Into the windup and the pitch. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
1-2. Here it comes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Chopped weakly to the left. La Stella charging this one, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready for another chance? Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jorge Polanco.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
1 down, 1 down.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Digging in to try it again. Marshall Negri comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So here's Joe Mauer. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Well, he's pitching really good in this game, and the fastball location has been the key. That pitch right there is indicative of the game. Down low, hits a spot. That's what he's been doing with the fastball basically the whole game.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Eduardo Escobar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. La Stella is over now, and he's got it for out number 2. Stepping into the box, Ray Nieto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. So 6 perfect innings for him out of the gate, as he's been masterful. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Ready for another shot now, George Castro. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Drew Stubbs is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Under it is Dozier, and there are two away now. Digging in once again, Eddie Rosario. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Rosario.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout.
Where's it first here?
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Ready once again, Jorge Polanco. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Jorge Polanco.
First delivery to him on the way. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
We got one here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, I think this will be ruled an error, so the no-hit bid is still alive. If it's not, there might be a riot in that dugout, and rightfully so.
Marshall Negri is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
This guy's got a good mid-90s fastball working in this game. If they think they can catch up to that ball up there, it's going to continue to be a rough game for them.
Hey, let's turn it. Play
Comes set and the 0-1. Late that time for a strike.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up. So I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. A dive, but he's back.
Yeah, one down.
Here it comes on 0-2. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Throw over to first. Back in standing. Another 0-2 coming. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So here's Joe Mauer. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Mauer
sends that one out of play for strike 1.
2 down here. Here we go.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
And another foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off.
And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take from Minnesota. Eduardo Escobar standing in. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success. He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Calling for it, La Stella. And that's the first out of the inning. Jason Castro is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 21.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first pitch. Ray Nieto comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, 1 down now, 1 down.
The 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging the club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Again, he sends it out of play.
Let it go, it's out.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Dyson's there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in, George Castro. He is the final man standing in the way of possible history here tonight. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1 and 2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Swing and a miss, and he's got it. A no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, there's absolutely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He dominated this game, and he really never allowed the opposition to gain any kind of momentum. This was fun to watch.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers. 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 error.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.